y'all. Welcome to another episode of Making It with Miss Bree. I am Miss Bree, and today we're going to be making a dream garden. And I'm actually going to lean down. I'm going to pick some rocks up from my garden just for you. I'm going to go rinse these off, and I'll see y'all in a few. So how you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I see you just got done working out.
I did. We just finished an amazing episode of Cooking and Cardio with all my fans.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're wearing your old high school rowing suit.
I am. I know how much you like when I wear my old rowing gear.
I do. We're actually going to do something that you also enjoyed as a child today.
Painting my fingernails?
We're going to paint rocks. Didn't you have a rocks and gem hobby?
I did. I always wanted to be a gemologist, but then I realized that there's a lot more to that than just collecting pretty rocks.
Why did you find this to be such a interesting hobby?
I don't know. I think gems are like mystical. They're like magical, right? I mean, when you look at them, there's so many different colors and they glisten in the sun like you are right now.
You know what I'm hearing you mention a lot of?
What?
Senses.
Senses?
Yes, and that's actually what we're going to work on today. We're going to, again, use our senses to get what we're feeling in here, out there, by making some dream rocks. So before we dive into making our dream rocks, I want to take a second to talk about how they might help you get your feelings from in here to out there. So what do you normally do on your birthday?
Whatever you plan.
What do most people do on their birthday?
Eat cake, blow out the candles.
Exactly.
I was gonna get there. You
Okay.
don't have to. Okay.
So what do you normally do when you blow out your candles?
Make a wish.
That's right, yes. And even though I don't know that anyone believes when you blow out your birthday candles, you're actually making some sort of magical wish, there is a lot of research from those scientists.
Same ones from last week.
Exactly.
Yep.
That tells us that when you speak your dreams and your wishes out into the world, you actually speak them into existence sometimes too.
Because when you believe that they could happen, your actions follow that. Self-fulfilling prophecy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what making dream rocks is about. It's making your wishes and your goals and your dreams something physical that can remind you that it's out there and you're trying to go after. So step number 1 is to just pick the rock that you would like to use. So I just grabbed these rocks from our garden and I rinsed them off, but which rock would you like?
This one.
Okay. Why did you pick that one?
Because it looks like it will be easier to decorate.
Oh, okay. So you were thinking very functionally.
Yes.
I was sort of going with my heart. You picked
Okay.
this one, which I think is nice and round, sort of fluffy. So I think that's an interesting way to notice what your senses are doing. So you're going to take this rock, and the biggest part of this is deciding what you want your rock to represent. So you don't have to talk out loud if you don't want to, but take a second, think about something that you really want right now. Do you have something? Would you like to share?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm debating between two wishes. One is that the entire community and country and world will be able to rebound from this pandemic. The other one is that I really want a home gym. So those two things are really in a tension with each other, that kind of very altruistic one and then a very material, selfish one, but I'm just being honest.
I love that. You could make 2 rocks.
Oh, okay, I'll do
Yeah,
two.
so you can do that. I am thinking about
Me?
yes. Well, I'm thinking about the health of like our families during this situation and making sure that we're using this time, which is a very difficult time, but also a time of a lot of reflection and growth and making sure that we leave sort of better people. So that's what I'm thinking about.
That's pretty good. You're pretty good.
Okay, great. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick from this wide array of nail polish, actually, to create sort of a design that you want. Now, I think this is very interesting, actually. This is all of the nail polish that I own. And I love using nail polish to make things because I don't think I've ever actually finished a bottle of nail polish. And this particular collection of nail polish actually takes you on quite the tour of some of the highlights of my life.
Can you take us back to a story that one of them represents?
Well, as I'm looking back, I definitely see that the colors are going from like sort of louder to softer.
As you get older?
There's a very dark period right here, which I imagine was...
Your late 20s?
Yeah, probably like my mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
This might have been my early 20s.
That was a tough time.
I've got some yellow here, light blue. Not sure when I wore those, but
Yeah.
I must have been...
Mardi Gras, maybe.
Must have been happy during that time. Then you see I've got like black, a purpley black. So, you know, nail polish can actually be a very reflective experience.
Everything can be reflective.
Exactly. So think back to your goals and decide which sort of color scheme best represents what you're wishing for.
Okay.
And you can kind of just pick out those colors. Okay, so we're ready to paint our rocks.
Mm-hmm.
So there's really a lot of different ways that you could go about painting it, obviously. So what have you chosen to do?
I chose, for my first wish, colors that represent health, but also maybe health challenges. So I'm going to go with green and red.
Nice.
You'll see what I'm going to do with it in a little bit.
Okay, I'm
My
excited.
other one is this purpley black. It's going to represent my home gym aspiration.
Nice. Why did you pick purpley black?
Reminds me of weights, but it's got a little bit of fun to it, a little bit of, pop.
And that's how you feel about your home
Subtle
gym.
pop.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. So while you do that, I'm actually going to use a little bit of a marbling technique because I kind of want my rock to be very, very peaceful, very earthy, calm, representing sort of what I want my family function to be. So you can start painting. I'm gonna kind of show how this is gonna work. So if you want to do a marbling technique, you need a bowl of water. There you go. And you put the nail polish on top of the water. And you actually kind of want it to like stay on top. And you need to move pretty quickly. And it's okay if some sinks to the bottom. And you should see that some of it is staying right on top. And this is kind of messy, but it also makes it more sensory and fun. But I'm gonna take my rock and I'm gonna very lightly just kind of roll it on in here. And you see I get this very cool little marble effect. And I'm gonna do the other side. And then I can place my rock on the tray to dry. Oop, I missed a spot, so let me get that one. So I'm just gonna stick it right on back into the water. Make sure I get it covered really nice. And there you go. So how's your rock coming?
It's good. I haven't used nail polish in a really long time.
When is the last time you've used nail polish?
Sometimes you and I, we have like a spa day where I'll paint your nails, you'll paint mine.
Right.
You don't have to pretend.
Okay.
And then but I'm remembering, just this is going on real smooth, and I'm excited about that. So what I have here is a heart surrounded by green, because to me green represents health. So it's sort of the heart of maybe our community, our country, our world, and slowly the healthy green part is kind of
I love that.
trespassing into the...
Love that. While
Yeah.
you're working, I might make another rock, actually, because I want to make a rock for all of our viewers, who I know are students out there who are dealing with the news that your school year is over. And you might be feeling a little down because you're missing out on lots of fun things, and maybe it's your senior year, you're not even getting to graduate or go to prom or things like that. So I'm going to make a rock that represents a lot of fun and joy. So I'm going to go back, I'm going to pick the most fun colors that we have. So I feel like this sparkly purple is very fun. I'm going to go back to that lime green, and I'm going to do this like orangey coral, I guess you would say. So let me do the same marble effect. I'm going to pour them on in. This one's a little slow. Ooh, it's going to be interesting. See what happens. Put this sparkly purple in. This purple is making me think of prom. I know a lot of girls wear beautiful colored dresses.
You know, Brick had a prom.
I heard about that.
You were there, I think.
Yeah, I was.
You looked great.
Thank you. I actually wore my original prom dress, which is fun. It was a fun shade of this kind of green, actually. All right, here we go. This rock is for you. Oops, that's probably not great, but
this is just,
still
there's
worked.
no perfect
Right.
thing here. For example, if you want to see imperfect, this is my dumbbell. That's a dumbbell.
amazing.
Don't laugh.
I have not. I think that's
That's
wonderful.
a dumbbell. So these are, look at my wish rocks. Yours looks very cool as usual. It's really cool.
Yeah. Where do you think we should put these when we're done?
On our desks, next
Okay.
to friend.
I like it.
Yeah.
I was also thinking maybe the peace pit.
So,
Go out there and sort of
do you actually like
meditate.
my idea, or do you just want to do your idea?
No, I think that you should put the
It's
rock
okay, we can go with the
wherever
peace pit.
is most inspiring for you.
The peace pit.
Okay. Peace pit it is. Hey y'all, just wanted to say goodbye and thank you for joining me today on Making It with Miss Bree. I hope that you will take the time sometime in the next week to think about the dreams and the goals that you want to put out there into the universe. If you want to share them, feel free to leave them in our Instagram comments or direct message me. If you want to see where we left our dream rocks, here they are, right here in our peace pit. That way, when we need a moment to ourselves, we can come out, we can think about them and how we're going to make our dreams a reality. Hope you have a great week.